Lord, as I come before you tonight with a restless heart and troubled mind, seeking that peace that only you can provide, every night I find myself battling these disturbing thoughts that prevent me from finding restful sleep. How many times have I laid in bed, my mind racing with worries about unpaid bills, situations with my children, challenges in my marriage, and all those small anxieties that seem to multiply in the quiet darkness. I remember your promise that we can cast our anxieties upon you because you care for us. Help me truly surrender each worry into your hands, trusting that you remain in control even when everything feels chaotic. I need you to calm the storm in my heart tonight, just as you calmed the waters of Galilee so long ago. I confess that I often try to carry burdens that were never meant for my shoulders. As a mother, I want to shield my children from every possible harm. As a wife, I strive for an impossible perfection in every area. As a woman, I place unrealistic expectations on myself that only serve to steal my peace. Right now, I acknowledge my desperate need to rest in your presence and allow your supernatural peace to flood my entire being. Help me release my grip on control and trust that you are carefully tending to every detail of my life and the lives of those I love. When anxious thoughts begin to surface, remind me that you are greater than any circumstance I face. Let me find comfort in your promises and security in your unfailing love. Teach me to rest like a child in her father's arms, without fear of tomorrow. Sometimes I feel completely overwhelmed by daily responsibilities and the constant demands of life places on me. In these moments, my mind becomes a battlefield where anxious thoughts wage war against the trust one should have in you. Help me establish healthy boundaries and recognize that I don't need to be everything to everyone at all times. Teach me to pause, breathe, and find moments of stillness amid the day's chaos. Help me see rest as your gift rather than a sign of weakness or laziness. Let me honor my body and mind by giving them the rest they need, trusting that you continue working even while I sleep. I ask that your presence become tangible in my bedroom tonight. Let each breath I take become a conscious surrender to you, each heartbeat a reminder of your constant care. Take away all fear of darkness and anxiety about what tomorrow might bring. Help me focus on your unchanging attributes, your faithfulness that renews each morning, your mercy that never fails, your love that proves stronger than any adversity. Let me rest assured that you are the guardian of my sleep, the protector of my family, the manager of my circumstances. Into your hands, I release every concern that attempts to steal my peace. I acknowledge how often I allow digital distractions to invade my rest time. The phone notifications, disturbing news, and social media keep me connected when I should be preparing for sleep. Right now, I choose to make a conscious break from all of that and focus exclusively on you. Let my final thoughts before sleep center on your goodness, your grace, and your unconditional love for me. Help me create an atmosphere of peace in my bedroom, a sanctuary where I can disconnect from the world and connect deeply with you. Guide me in establishing a healthy routine that honors the rest you planned for your children. Amid modern life's pressures, I sometimes forget that you created night for rest, that Jesus himself sought moments of solitude and quiet. Help me follow this example, recognizing that rest isn't just a physical necessity but a spiritual one. Let me find peace in meditating on your word before sleeping, remembering your promises and faithfulness in my life. Remove any guilt I feel about needing rest, any anxiety that makes me think I must always be productive. Help embrace me rest as an act of worship, trusting that you remain in control. I bring before you all the worries that have been stealing my sleep. Those impossible work situations, the parenting challenges that leave me feeling inadequate, the financial concerns weighing on my heart. Instead of carrying these burdens alone, I choose to lay them at your feet. You are the one who neither slumbers nor sleeps, who works tirelessly on our behalf even when we cannot see it. Help me trust that while I sleep, you are moving mountains, opening paths, and preparing victories I cannot yet see. Let me rest in the certainty of your loving care. As I prepare for sleep, I express my gratitude for your unfailing love and constant presence in my life. I thank you because I can rest knowing you guard my sleep, protect my family, and manage my circumstances. Tonight, Let me experience that peace that surpasses all understanding, that deep rest only possible when we're completely surrendered to you. Help me release all worries, all fears, and all anxieties that try to cling to my heart. Let me sleep in perfect peace, knowing I'm safe in your arms. Let my bedroom become a place of encounter with you, a sacred space where I can set aside all masks and simply be your beloved daughter. Help me create an environment that welcomes your presence, that promotes the rest you planned for me. Let the final words on my lips before sleep be of worship and gratitude, not worry or anxiety. Remove any unnecessary weight from me, any unrealistic expectation I place on myself. Let me rest in the simplicity of your love, in the safety of your arms, in the certainty that you care for every detail of my life. I renew my trust in you as sleep approaches. You know every thought that crosses my mind, every concern that tries to steal my peace. Help me rest assured that nothing escapes your control, that you work on my behalf even when I cannot see it. Let this night be marked by restorative sleep, blessed dreams, and a peace that can only come from you. Let me wake up renewed, strengthened, and ready to face a new day, knowing you are my strength, my peace, and my true rest. Lord, when I look at my children sleeping peacefully in their beds, I'm reminded of how you want me to approach you with that same childlike trust. Yet here I am, mind racing with thoughts about tomorrow's responsibilities, next week's challenges, and next month's uncertainties. How easily I forget that you hold every moment in your hands, that you've written every day of my life in your book before even one of them came to be. Help me embrace this night as a gift from you, a time to lay down not just my body, but all these spinning thoughts that exhaust my soul. Let me remember that you designed us to need rest, that even Jesus took time to step away from the crowds and find quiet moments of restoration. In the depths of night, when silence amplifies my fears, draws me closer to your heart. Remind me of your faithfulness throughout generations, how you've guided your people through darkness into light countless times before. Help me see that my current struggles with sleep, these racing thoughts that refuse to quiet down, these worries about my family and future, are all opportunities to lean more deeply into your strength. When anxiety whispers that I should stay alert and vigilant, help me remember that you stand guard over my life. You neither slumber nor sleep, watching over every detail with perfect attention and infinite care. Sometimes I wonder if I'm the only one who struggles this way, lying awake while the world sleeps peacefully around me. But your word reminds me that even great men and women of faith face nights of wrestling, seasons of uncertainty, moments when sleep seemed distant. Like David, who wrote Psalms in the night watches, or Job, who longed for rest amid his trials. Yet through it all, you remained faithful, present, working in ways they couldn't see or understand. Help me trust that you're doing the same in my life, even when my mind can't understand your methods or timing. I confess how often I've tried to control every aspect of my life and my family's future. Each sleepless night becomes a planning session, where I attempt to solve problems that haven't even happened yet. Lord, I'm learning slowly but surely that this isn't what you've called me to do. You've invited me to cast my cares upon you, not because you need my help managing the universe, but because you love me and want me to experience the freedom that comes with truly trusting you. Help me release these burdens that were never mine to carry. I would like to remind you that we have material created especially for those who suffer from anxiety and would like to get closer to God to overcome this daily challenge. The link is in the first pinned comment. Just as you provided manna in the wilderness, giving your people exactly what they needed for each day, help me trust that you'll provide everything I need for tomorrow. These anxious thoughts about my children's future, my marriage, our finances, and all the what-ifs that crowd my mind, I choose to release them into your capable hands. Teach me to rest in the knowledge that you are already in tomorrow, preparing the way and working all things together for good, just as you've promised in your word. When I consider the lilies of the field and the birds of the air, I'm amazed by how you care for every detail of your creation. Yet how easily I forget that I'm worth so much more, that you know every hair on my head, every tear I've cried, every worry that keeps me awake at night. Help me embrace the truth that I am your beloved child, that you delight in caring for me, that I can rest secure in your love without trying to earn it or deserve it. Let this truth sink deep into my soul and quiet these restless thoughts. As the night deepens around me, help me focus on your character rather than my circumstances. You are the same yesterday, today, and forever. Unchanging in your love, unshakable in your promises, unwavering in your commitment to your children. When anxiety tries to paint dark pictures of what tomorrow might bring, help me remember who you are. The God who parts seas, moves mountains, and turns mourning into dancing. Nothing is too difficult for you. No situation too complex. No need too great. The world teaches us that rest is a reward for hard work, something we earn through our efforts and achievements. But you offer rest as a gift, an invitation to stop striving and start trusting. Help me receive this gift with gratitude, to stop seeing sleep as just another task to master or challenge to overcome. Let me approach my bed not with dread of another restless night, but with anticipation of meeting you in the quiet, of experiencing your peace that surpasses understanding. History, you've been a refuge for your people, a constant help in times of trouble. Tonight, I claim that truth for myself and my family. When anxious thoughts threaten to overwhelm me, be my strong tower. When worry about my children keeps me awake, be my peace. When concerns about the future rob my rest, be my hope. Help me remember that you hold all things together by the word of your power, that nothing takes you by surprise, that you remain sovereign over every detail of my life. I bring before you the weight of expectations I carry, those I place on myself and those others place on me. The constant pressure to be the perfect mother, the ideal wife, the successful professional, the unwavering pillar of faith for my family. These expectations have become heavy chains that bind me to anxiety, keeping me awake when my body and soul cry out for rest. I acknowledge that I cannot meet all these expectations, and tonight, I choose to release them into your hands. Help me remember that your opinion of me matters most, and that your grace is sufficient for all my weaknesses and imperfections. Through the darkest hours of night, when memories of past failures and fears of future mistakes threaten to overwhelm me, draw me closer to your truth. Remind me that you work all things together for good, that even my missteps and uncertainties can become stepping stones to deeper faith when surrendered to you. Help me see that these sleepless moments can become sacred spaces of encounter with you, where anxiety gives way to worship, and restlessness transforms into peaceful trust. Let every tossing and turning become a turning toward you. In the stillness of this moment, I bring before you those specific situations that have been robbing my peace. The financial decisions that weigh heavily on my heart, the relationships that need healing, the health concerns that whisper fear into my thoughts. Instead of allowing these worries to multiply in the darkness, I choose to see them as opportunities to experience your faithfulness in new ways. Help me trust that you are working even now, orchestrating circumstances and aligning details that I cannot yet see or understand. Let this trust become the lullaby that soothes my anxious heart. When I consider how you clothe the flowers and feed the birds, I'm reminded that your care for me is infinitely greater. Yet how often I forget this truth in the middle of the night, when worries about tomorrow loom large and sleep feels distant. Help me remember that you are already in my tomorrow, preparing the way and making straight paths for my feet. Let this assurance quiet my racing thoughts and still my restless spirit. Guide me into that place of deep rest that comes only from knowing you hold all things in your capable hands. Sometimes I find myself trying to solve tomorrow's problems in today's strength, forgetting that you provide fresh mercies with each new morning. Tonight, I choose to lay down not just my body, but also my need to figure everything out. Help me surrender my planning, my strategizing, my attempts to control outcomes that were never mine to control. Let me rest in the knowledge that you are God, that your wisdom far exceeds my understanding, and that your plans for me and my family are good, even when they differ from my own expectations. As I lie here in the quiet darkness, help me shift my focus from everything that could go wrong to everything that you have already done right. Remind me of the countless times you've proven faithful in my life, the seemingly impossible situations you've resolved, the doors you've opened when all seemed lost. Let these memories of your goodness become anchors for my soul, holding me steady when anxiety threatens to pull me under. Help me build my trust on the solid foundation of your unchanging character rather than my changing circumstances. Looking back over my journey with you, I see how you've used every season, even the difficult ones, to shape me and draw me closer to your heart. These current struggles with anxiety and sleeplessness are not wasted moments but opportunities to experience your peace in deeper ways. Help me embrace this truth tonight, to see beyond the immediate discomfort to the greater work you're accomplishing in my life. Let every restless moment become a reminder to press deeper into your presence. The world around me may be filled with chaos and uncertainty, but you remain the same, faithful, loving, and true. Tonight, I choose to anchor my hope in this unchanging reality. When anxious thoughts come knocking, help me respond with truth from your word. When fear tries to steal my peace, let me remember that you have overcome the world. When sleep seems elusive, help me use these quiet hours to grow deeper in my understanding of your love and your purposes for my life. Your word tells us that you give your beloved sleep, that you sustain us even in our rest. Tonight, I claim this promise for myself and my family. As I prepare my heart and mind for sleep, help me remember that rest is not just a physical need but a spiritual discipline, an act of trust that declares my confidence in your faithful care. Let each breath become a prayer of surrender, each moment of quiet an opportunity to experience your peace that surpasses all understanding. I stand amazed at how you weave together every detail of our lives, bringing beauty from ashes and purpose from pain. Even these struggles with anxiety and sleeplessness can become testimonies of your faithfulness when surrendered to you. Help me trust that you are working all things together for good, that nothing is wasted in your economy of grace. Let me rest secure in the knowledge that you hold all things together by the word of your power, and that your love for me and my family never fails.